Samuel gonna be first up over for the team 2, ready to go as a Destro, trying to see if he can play versus Tell. Immediately reflect, got himself a Blade Storm, trying to see if he can prevent any kind of CC ahead of time. Samuel not playing with a pet, dropping down Big Inferno, but a banner comes down. Mortical, trinkets out of the Mortical either way, though. He did not trust the banner to reduce it enough to not get hit with a fear or anything. As a full set of portals, open it back up for him. Samuel leaping out of there with a portal, leave for Chelmion, trying to see if he can get himself a bit of reset. He's gonna be stuck behind the pillar with the stun as well as an Infernal, keeping him warm. But as long as he's careful with his health and goes for impending victories whenever it is available, once he gets low enough, he should be able to keep himself stable. As Samuel, I'm noticing a lot more Warlocks. What's this going on with hitting with a stick? I noticed a lot more Warlocks starting to play without a pet. I feel like you guys should really take a page or a couple out of Chrysler's autobiography of Run with a Succubus, so you can get the, I can't rhyme, not Dr. Seuss, but like the Succubus just to pull enemies out of the pillar, get them out of there. It's so nice. Samuel trying to see if he can just fly it solo though, and trying to see if he can get away from Tell, but the Warrior's on the chase. Scares Bolt right after that Mortal Call. Got himself a Blade Storm to prevent any more CC. Dropping down a defensive with a shield. Maybe looking at a wall, but I don't even know if that could really help you at this point. As Tell, next stun could be deadly. Finally got a wall. Fear can Circle Rage out of this one, able to immune him basically. And Samuel with another port, no more gate, maybe a drain life, maybe some kind of CC. Tell looks like he's a little bit behind on mobility. That, or he's trying to really save up some cooldowns for the next competitor. Maybe he's looking at a trinket, seeing the 40-second CD, and it's like, you know what? I may want to play it a little bit long. What does that reflect? What'd you reflect on him just now? Big executes, got himself a big shield, literally hit him with it, killed him with a heroic throw. Not only did Tell go for double on the rogues the other game, but he just got a kill with a heroic throw. I don't see that often. You know what was satisfying as a rogue when we had throw, just where you could throw a dagger? Just getting that final throw as they have like no health at all. That is just satisfying. We don't have that as rogues anymore. I can pistol shot, but it actually does like respectable damage, not a meme anymore. But heroic throw is still in that golden bracket. As it's gonna be Thrall Hall up next, Fury versus Arms. Now this is a chess match. Fury needs to put in pressure and use the parry at the right time and apply the Mortal Strike when Fury's trying to go for a heal. But Fury, ideally, should be a spec that should be able to out-heal an Arms Warrior. That being said, it all depends when the Arms Warrior puts in the pressure and the offensive. Tell taking quite a bit of damage. Got himself quite a few shields though. I think that is his necklace shield, not the cloak shield, but I could be wrong on that one. But got himself lots of recovery, lots of healing right now. Look at that double shielding. He's actually second winning it back up. I think he is playing double shield. That is so good. As Thrall unable to catch a reheal. That is the difference maker though. The bleeds that our Arms Warrior leave on the Fury, it's gonna deny that second win, but Arms does not have to worry about it. Shot him off for just a second, trying to see if he can maybe meld the Stormbolt, dropping down the banner in case Thrall Hall looking to lock him down. Thrall going in for some defenses of his own. Chelion able to Blaze Storm out of that Stormbolt, so he's able to avoid the stun, but needed that sharpened blades for whenever Thrall Hall goes in for an actual healing output. Defensive up for Tell, as he got himself full avatar already. Thrall trying to see if he can crack through those defenses. Quick stun, bleeds around. Tell looking to dip out of there as soon as he sees it, but Thrall charging in Fear to stop Thrall in his place. At least pops up Fear, then a slow on the guy, force him to spend a global, at least just to Zerker Rage out of there. And Tell looking for the recovery, but Thrall is feeling very healthy, playing into the Fury War strengths. He needs to take pressure, keep that pressure on the Tell, keep going for as much health healing as possible, lock him down with stuns, and Tell needs to go for pressure at some point, needs to go for damage at some point. Thrall does not have a defensive right now, so maybe if Tell gives himself a good go, like a Blaze Storm avatar, that could be the setup. Thrall taking a bit of damage, getting chopped up, looking for a bit of healing, but it's starting to put quite a bit of pressure. If you got to sharpen blades while the guy is super low, this could give Telrion that breakaway. I don't know if he's even playing sharpen blades. I imagine all warriors do. Parry out for Tell, got himself the defense he needed. Next time by Thrall could be bad, but the executes are in. Tell, I think, got the guy under so much pressure, there's nothing Thrall can do. I think he's just bleeding out. Wait a second. Oh, he's barely surviving these bleeds. Barely surviving as long as he... Oh, Tell's not going to let him get out of there. Waited some time, waited for the trinket, leapt right in, chopping him up, and he's ready to go for the next one. Kiosca is a hunter, though. A little bit like a rogue in terms of the resets and the burst and everything, but... man, very different in other regards. At least you can reflect a freezing trap on the guy if you can time it right. Big blades are up onto Kiosco really early. I don't know if he's running many bandages for this one, but it's gonna add a ton of pressure. Got himself survival of the fittest, but the DR doesn't even help him that much. Full death shock up at the ready. That's gonna be Tell with a bit of a shielding. Kiosco also, I think, playing with a shielding as well. Got himself the human rage to break out of the stun. Scatter onto Tell, trying to get some damage in into a disarm for just a moment. Tell going into battle stance, avoiding the defense, trying to go in the offense, but as the stun comes out, big explosive, massive burst available for Kiosco. Sharp blades out for Tell. and does finally get some damage onto Kiosk. Fear right after. While he's just trapped up in the trap, needs and defensive, needs something to help him live here a little bit. Going for a bit of damage. This is going to be extra health for Kiosk. Tell does have Rallying Cry very, very, very soon. Hasn't shot him up. Maybe he can use that to avoid something. As long as he can time and reflect on the freezing trap, I think he'll be fine. Leaping in, Kiosk maybe going for a freezing trap. Could be pretty bad. Reflect up. Wants to deny. Doesn't want to go freezing trap right now. Scatter instead. Could drop a trap later if you wanted to. Tell maybe has a Blade Storm, needs to find a way to get over to Kiosk and maybe to get some damage in, because Manic Bandages is letting him recover. But Kiosk or Tell just gonna hang back, get himself a full heal. Instead, he's just gonna go for a full heal zone. That's an arms warrior. They're just full healed. Could someone explain? Kiosk backing up out of there. Death Shock him on to Tell. Disarm for disarm. That's going to be Kiosk with a turtle, but he can't go in the offensive. He's not in a great spot. He needs to go for a freezing. No reflect up for Tell though, so timed it really, really well. But for Kiosk, maybe a camo. As long as nothing is a bleed, you might be okay, but maybe I think his Rhinoceros or Triceratops is bled up. That's going to be full set of bleeds with another Draconic Roar. Charge right after. Stun to follow for Kiosk. Needs it out. That's gonna be Stormbolt. And Terror just needs one more global. Looking for that execute. Just chopping him up. My goodness. This is gonna be up next. Is it Holy Scion? No, it's Barak. I actually think Feral Druid probably a better matchup for a warrior than a red paladin in this situation, after going from Survival Hunter to this. Going in for parry before the Feral can get in, kind of bleeds on the guy, trying to see if he gets some bites, getting some meaty bites in either way. They'll Tell isn't a choice. Do I run, go for a reset, maybe wait out the bleeds, or fight, battle stance? And he got himself, maybe shot him out. If only he could have somehow like predicted it, I guess. That's the only way to do it. I think that may be a dump for Tell unless he got a heal right now. Unless he got summon. Yeah. He tried, man. He tried. He was hoping maybe none of the bleeds would crit or something. That's a rough one. That is so well done, though. Well played. And you know what? With Tell, it's not the end of the world. Tell going down just opens up a door for Bibs, Koopa, Nigel, and Shamans to have a chance to play. As it's going to be Shamans taking a bit of bleeds in the opener. Playing against a Feral Druid as a Shaman, you actually, I think, are in a pretty good spot, because you can't really control Ferals with like hexes, or I guess you got stuns. But like roots or whatever, it's going to force him to power shift. Knocking him around is also really good. They have mobility, but I think it does end up kind of helping out as well, because usually you can't really lock him down super easily. Plus also the lasso. I mean, you can stun a Feral, take him out on a walk, put a leash around his neck, you know what I mean? That could maybe work for him, but Barak needs to play for the bleeds, offensive damage, and try to go in for, I think, hit and runs, knocking him out in the open away from the pillar, trying to go for power shift and into maybe potentially a skull basher, maybe almost get a skull. Big earth shock onto Barak with a lightning lasso, got himself a trinket, full burst onto the Shaman though, as just trying to get some pressure, but actually just taking a lot more pressure than anything. Barak back in, just trying to get some damage in, had himself a skull bash in case he used to, just letting lava birds fly. I don't really know if you want to do that, because every lava burst can just activate Ascendance. I think you may want to start to trump those. I think he's more focused on kicking the heals, but is able to get himself a bit of pressure, just enough in order to get himself a bit of recovery. Gonna be Nigel up next, stun right around the corner. Barak has no out for this one. That's going to be full burst for Nigel. Leaping back in, avoiding Barak, but then coming back in there immediately into an interrupt on the Cyclone. So trying to think to cancel a little early. Next Cyclone can't really stop unless you shot him melded. Does end up melding it. May need a stun or imprison for the next one. Does he have it? He does not. Uses Trinket really, really early on. So for Barak, at least get himself a reset. The much needed reset with a couple of regrows behind the pillar. Still holding on to Heart of the Wild. Maybe looking into using Heart of the Wild early. Especially next to me having to go for big defensive with a bear form. We are getting into that higher dampening with 10 minutes into the duel. I think you maybe want to be pretty free with that button. You know what I mean? Big bites on Nigel, doing quite a bit of damage. Back-to-back stones. Nigel not in a great spot. Oh my. Oh, the matter. Last second darkness. Barak just turned it around on the guy. Just absolutely devoured him. Koopa with a full set of bleeds, full set of dodge. Barak can maybe remove the poisons, but not the bleeds. Koopa getting hit with a stun, forcing trick out of the rogue. The Feral is under a ton of pressure though. That is a lot of damage over time. You gotta find a way to deal with it. The fact that you're not using Heart of the Wild is brave of you, by the way. That is very, very brave. I would have used it a long time ago. Gateway. Okay. Can't really control whether people use Gateway or not in duels, but I usually don't enjoy it unless it's like the class that dropped the Gateway. But like, you know, like what can you do? Right? What can you do? Squid, what Squiddy Tyke? Are you an A? Because we are doing this on you today. If you're an A tomorrow, come back tomorrow. Cloak right now for Koopa, Bash right after, or rather, you're more than welcome to watch the stream today, but we'll be doing NA duels tomorrow, so if you want to join up, you're free to hang around and watch, Squid, but if you want to join in and actually be like part of it and participate, tomorrow we'll be doing them over on the NA region, same time, so about same time as we're doing them now. I'll join on Discord. I have like posts there that I announce whenever I go live. Anyone can join Discord. It's free. Barak does get himself at least a little bit of a reset though. He's looking for a bit of that road to recovery. 56% dampening, not making it easy, but he just needs a little more pressure versus the Rogue. And the Rogue, without a big defensive, he's got to get himself a decent go. Barskin, do you go in? You do go in with a trinket out of Barak, trying to see if he can turn the bleeds around onto Koopa. Do you have the defensive vanish with a Garou trying to get super aggressive? I think he realizes that it's probably he's just done. He's just trying to add as much pressure as he can into the Feral Druid to make it a little bit easier for Bibs to make a return. Wait, is Barak going to bring it back for his team? Hold on a second. Stun onto Bibs. Does go in for a big defensive as Barak looking for that healing. Still not pressing Heart of the Wild. Is it just like, is that your goal? Finally presses it. I was going to say, I feel like that button needs to get some value. It needs to get some play in that thing. I was going to say, like, is he just trying not to, like, to win duel without pressing Heart of the Wild, just talent into it? Would it take him out of stealth over and over as the dots on meme? Could it be your dots maybe? I wonder if it is like a rogue dot that maybe is doing it. Because I know in PTR it might be a bug, yeah. It might be a bug. It could potentially be a bug. Because on PTR they got it to like where rogue's dots take you out of stealth, which is a little unfortunate. But I wonder if that maybe made it to PTR onto live. But it's just a guess, no idea. Big hunt, full dots into Barak. Trying to see if he can get some bleeds of his own back at the Bibs. Playing with a Succubus, he can't really pull the Feral away from you. A lot of Warlocks end up swapping over to the, my god, wait, Barak, how many did you get? 5? Oh, this. Hold on a second. This man just devoured the team. I didn't even realize Barak went for 1v5. What? I'm sorry? That is quite a lot of damage. This boy is hungry. All right, let's get us another one going, yeah? I think Barak is ready to go another round, I believe.